I'm here together with Arnaud van den Bosch. He is Business Development Manager with Texas Instruments. He's responsible for the DaVinci product line. And DaVinci means mainly video. Arnaud, in the video market at the moment, nowadays, there is a big focus on cost, performance, and differentiation. What is TI's response to these requirements?
So we have recognized the three challenges, which are cost, performance, and differentiation. And we have translated that in 4 different elements for TI portfolio. First one, the scalability. Second one is about integration. Third one is easy access. And the fourth one is about performance. Cost, in fact, we can translate that in scalability, integration, and easy access. Scalability, the end customer will have only one software development and one platform development, so it can really optimize its R&D cost. In terms of integration, we'll have many functions in one single component, and that will reduce the PCB cost, will reduce the number of components. Easy access, in fact, it will be also reducing the cost because we'll have very easy access of the software. We'll have some third-party and ecosystem which will help, and that will really help the customer to have a fast time to market, and that will reduce the cost. In terms of performances, we have also developed a lot of IPs around the different key factors on the DaVinci video processors. So we have worked a lot on the architecture, which is around the Cortex-A8 device. But on top of that, we have created some key elements to really be differentiated in terms of video. First one is about the encoder decoders, for which now we are probably the best in terms of performance, which is translated in compression rate, which is probably the best in the market, and in terms of video quality, for which we are the best. The last one is about the display subsystem, and there we have integrated a lot of new functions. We can have different functions like deinterlacing, resizing, noise filtering. We are driving multiple displays at the same time. So all this is really contributing to have higher performances. In terms of differentiation for the end customer, how can we help them to be a differentiating factor? They will have, in that case, a DSP fully available for them, and they will also have an ARM Cortex-A8, which will be totally available for them to build their own programs, to build differentiating and value-added topics for them to be the best in the market. So when we are looking at all this, we have spoken about scalability, about integration and easy access, and performances. So performances, what we have done is we have really pushed to the maximum all the components, and in terms of not only the IP cores, but also in terms of process node.
You recently introduced 2 new products, the DM814X and the DM816X. What do they bring on new performance levels into the game?
So we have indeed introduced these 2 new components at the beginning of this year, the DM816X and the DM814X. So the DM816X is really aimed for high performances devices. So we'll run it at a very high speed, and that will bring up to 1080p 60 and 3 times. So we'll be able to encode or decode at the same time 3 times 1080p 60. It can be translated at a 4K by 4K wall, but at a lower frame rate. So here we are really looking at high performances device. On the DM814X, we are much more aiming the components which will be handheld on a small or driving some small displays. And here we'll be able to have up to 1 time 1080p 60. So here it's really in terms of performances, we are getting to the edge of the need of and the requirement of the market. The good thing is, as we said, performance is important, but we need also scalability. These 2 components will have the same software based. So it will be very easy for the customer to go from one device to another device because it is the same software. Because of that, it will be a very easy access for the customer to go to one technology to another technology. So which would really bring, as we have said, the scalability, the easy access, and the performance. And afterwards, everything is integrated. So what we are having is we have a lot of new peripherals integrated into it, like PCI Express, SATA, like Gig Ethernet 5. So we have high bandwidth connectivity added to these components. As an example, as you can see here, is a DM816 board. What we're having here is the DM816, and we can play movies from the USB stick here, and from the HDMI, we can display that on the system.
So shall we have a look at the system?
Yes. So what we can see here, you can see two images at 1080p 60 decoded. One is resized down, and the one is kept at the high scale. In addition to that, we are adding a little bit of text on the display. So what we're seeing 2D 1080p 60 plus resizing, mosaicing, and adding some text on it. An example of this type of devices can be taken in video conferencing, where you have the two endpoints with the two different displays, and if you want to share some text, you can still have some time to share some text. In terms of digital signage, you have one video, you can show still at the same display another video, and you can add some banners, some alerts or warnings on top of it. So this is what you can do on such kind of device.
You were mentioning digital signage and video conferences. What are other application areas you're targeting?
So the two devices, the DM816 and DM814, are really focusing on the video market. The DM816 is really for the infrastructure-based type of application, like video infrastructure, video conferencing. We have also big video security networks. So these type of things are really focused for the DM816 device. On DM814, it is much more for the handheld devices, like digital signage, so small walls that we're having. We have IP cameras, Skype conferencing, thin client. So all these elements, for much less power consumption hungry, can be used with the DM814.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.